everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 197 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we're drafting more Ravnica Allegiance. We're doing pretty good. We've been 2-1-3-0-2-1 so far for a 7-2 Spikey Saturday record. This, of course, is a sponsored Spikey Saturday. This is Jan's sponsored draft, where we're going to take a good card. It could be Benthic, it could be Gateway Sneak, it could be Zertog Goblin. I don't think so. I think staying open is important in this format, whereas in the previous format, you picked your guild right away, or else you lost. So I'm thinking Benthic Biomancer. It's going to suck if the Gates deck happens to be open, but I think Benthic is just better enough. And yes, I've been accused of going Simic a little bit too much, but it's really good. Azorius Knight Arbiter is very good as well. Maybe we end up Azorius if this comes back around. I don't think it should. So I'm just going to take Benthic Biomancer here. Goodbye, Sneaky Boy, Sneaky Girl, Sneaky Blue Person. And hello, Benthic Biomancer. Well, Azorius loud and clear, but there is just a skewer. There is just a skewer, and we could splash a skewer, we could splash a Biomancer in, basically every deck that is not Orzhov. Senate Guildmage is very good. Knight Arbiter is very good. Is Guildmage just better than Skewer? Guildmage might just be better than Skewer, and maybe we start to head into Azorius, which sucks having passed 2 Knight Arbiters as well as a Windstorm Drake. But Rakdos is not necessarily the best, especially when you start splashing. Gruul is pretty good, though. This is a tough pick. This is a tough pick. This is a really tough pick. I don't like it. Maybe I'll just scrap this video. I guess it's Guildmage. I guess it's Guildmage. Rewarded or punished? I think rewarded, because we get an Eyes Everywhere as well as an Arrester's Admonition. No real red punishment, despite the large number of red cards, but they're all, I mean, bad, fine, okay, very good. I think we might just take the Eyes Everywhere, though. Stick into blue. It's very good. It's much better in sealed, but it's still very good in draft. I think people are a little bit too down on it, so let's grab it. Okay, maybe we finally take a Knight Arbiter. There is a Sky Tether, though, which is very good. Very, very, very good. I feel like passing the 3rd Arbiter is sending quite a strong signal, but so is passing a Sky Tether. It's definitely one of these 2 cards, though. Nothing else is even beginning to compete here. I don't want to pass it. I don't want to, but Sky Tether is basically removal. Like, hard removal in an Azorius deck. I think we take the Sky Tether, to be honest. Like, we've got 2 packs left. We can see more Knight Arbiters. Let's take that Sky Tether. Azorius Guild Gate. Vampire Breeding Pool is not worth anything. Humongulous meh. Petitioners actually works in a really controlling deck, which we're heading-ish towards, but I'm not sold on just snapping it up just in case, so I think we just take the Azorius Guildgate here, to be honest. Nothing else is pulling me anywhere, so Guildgate, in you go. Well, that's a pretty late Windstorm Drake, and that definitely pushes us straight into blue-white skies. Better than Bring to Trial Humongulous Caracal. This card is way too expensive. So yeah, we're going to take a Windstorm Drake. Not much here. We have a Grasping Thrall that we could splash for. There's a Sphinx's Insight as well, which is fine. Grasping Thrall's really good, though, so I think we take the first Grasping Thrall over the first Insight, just in case we can pick up some Orzhov Guild Gates. Nothing else is good here. Prying Eyes is bad. Take the Thrall. Senate Courier is fine, nice and controlling. It flies. It's a 2/4 if we have the Drake down, and if we end up with a late High Alert, then it's very good. Nothing else here I'd even consider. Slightly late Gruul Guildmage over there. Here there's not much. There's a Locket, which I am still not convinced are playable, but other people who I generally trust are saying it's playable, so Maybe we could give it a try, but it's probably going to get cut. We're not going to play anything else here. Portal's not good. Scuttle Gator is not good. Lock it, in you go. Probably out you go. Thought Collapse is fine. I will play it, I believe. A Bring to Trial for the sideboard could be fine, but we'll get one. Arrestor Zeal, maybe we play it, maybe we don't. It's the only pick here, though. What else we got? I'm blown out on camera as well. I'll have to fix that at some point. We take a rare, I guess. We take a rare. Why am I blown out on camera? Explain to me, camera, because I don't have right light turned on. There we go. Let's take that rare. It's got to be worth I don't know, a penny? Maybe perhaps 2? Petitioners came back, so there we go. There's another win condition. Prowling Caracal is not what our deck wants to do, but it's in our colors, so we'll take it. And this is an okay start. We're a little bit lacking on straight power, but it was an okay start. Well, here we get a whole bunch of things. There's many things in this pack. I think Chillbringer is the best. Skatewing Spy is really good, though. Really good. Only 2 things are getting counters at the moment, though. Is Skatewing better than Chili? Oh, that's tough. Especially if the Essence Capture comes back around. This is a super tough pick. If we were Simic, it's a slam dunk Skatewing Spy. But we're not Simic. Man, that's tough. We may not be splashing this Thrall, so it's not like we're loading up on 5 drops by taking the Chillbringer. Ugh. Let's take Chillbringer. That felt bad. What do we got? We got a Slimebind, we got a Terramander, Azorius Guildgate. Those are the 3 picks here, I believe. Terramander's okay. It's pretty hard to adapt it, though. But it is a 1-drop, and it is a flyer. And maybe we just get that late. Slimebind is hard removal, more or less. But I'll take a Terramander here. I do believe we're getting cut. I do believe we're getting cut. So, we could just take a 10th District Veteran, which is not great. We could take a Simic Guildgate in case we splash Simic instead. But I think we're getting cut. So let's take the 10th District. Yeah, it's probably from all those Night Arbiters we passed, eh? So we can play a Shimmer. Or we can just take a sideboard Exposed to Daylight here. Well, there's the Orzhov Guildgate we want. Perfect. Awesome. I'm not going to miss any of these other cards, so Orzhov, in you go. Red's looking a little bit open. We get an Oligarch that we could splash, but I don't think we want to go that hard into a splash. I don't think it's really splashable. You want to splash cards that are impactful. A 3/3 flyer that drains 2 is impactful. A 2/1 is not impactful. It's a solid card if you're an Orzhov. It's not impactful. So we can take a Vizkopa. We could actually... 3 to equip is so stupid. 2 to tap. No. We're not controlling enough to actually try to jump into that deck. We're just going to take a Vampire here. Yuck. Nothing here. We could take a Shimmer. Shimmer's not the worst card ever printed. But yeah, passing all of those Arbiters really punished us. Unfortunately, we didn't really have a choice. Like, I'm pretty positive Benthic was the correct pick. I'm pretty sure Senate Guildmage was the pick. Even if we took that Night Arbiter instead of the Sky Tether, we passed a Sky Tether. We were in a bad seat, I think. But we're only being passed 1 pack from the person to our right. Yes, to our right. Left? Whatever. We're getting an extra pack from the other person, which should be relatively openish into Orzhov. Nothing here. Just nothing. We'll take a Justicier's Portal, but I'm not going to play it. It's not good. Night of Sorrows. I don't want to load up on 5 drops, but we do have a Locket. Maybe that makes 5 drops better, is my understanding of what people claim. Or we could just take a sideboard, Bring to Trial. Let's go sideboard for now. We really need to get playables, though. Coral Commando's bad. Humongulous blocks, I guess. Yuck. This probably is going to be our first not winning draft. I don't think we're going to go 2-1 or 3-0 with this. I'll take a Locket, I guess. Scuttles. Sure. Pack 3 has to be very good to us. Very, very, very good to us here. Screaming Shield, sure. That was a very late Gruder. Very late. Stony Strength, sure. Pack 3. Save me? Dovin? Just give me a Dovin. I haven't played with Dovin yet, have I? I don't think so. I've played with Domri. I've played with Kaya. Gruul Spellbreaker. You're not randomly worth a bajillion dollars, are you? Are ya? $0.12. We get a deploy, which is fine. I'll play a deploy. Gets better with the Windstorm Drake. It's also the only pick here. Oh boy, it's the only pick. There's a Clear the Mind and a Viscopa Vampire. Yeah, we'll take the deploy. I guess these are all 5 drops, not 6 drops. A second Eyes Everywhere. That's not very good. A Law Mage's Binding, though, is very good. Very, very, very good. There's a second Petitioner's, but we'll take the Binding. Slimebind, sure, boy. I mean, it's too early to say we're getting cut from the other side, but there's not much in this pack, but Slimebind's good. I guess we go Syndicate Messenger. We just need more flyers. Sentinel's Mark is good, but let's go with the flyer. We're going to have to win in the air, which sucks for her and this cat and them. But I mean, we do have a decent amount of flyers. Sage's Roast Savant is totally fine. There is also an Impassioned Orator. Gaining life keeps us alive in the aggro decks. That's a tough choice. I think I actually take the Orator here. So what are we at? We're at 23 playable cards. Ooh, a second Orator makes things very interesting. And we can cut that Caracal. And then we're left with nothing. Just straight nothing. Yeah, just straight nothing, it looks like. We'll take a Simic Guildgate in case we get past something ludicrously green. But I doubt it. I doubt it. We'll play like 1 swamp, 2 swamps to go with our Guildgate for our single black splash. But yeah, this deck is extraordinarily fair. Which is not necessarily where I want to be. Well, Spirit of the Spires makes it better. Makes it a fair bit better. We can cut the Persistent Petitioners now. Clear the Mind, sure. Hazda Officer, second Orzhov Guildgate, I think, feels pretty good. Is there anything that we're hating in our deck right now? I guess like 10th District Veteran or the Vampire, but replacing it with a 3/2 is not that exciting, so let's take the Guildgate. Alright, this deck looks a bit better now. It's still very fair and low power. But if we live and/or our opponent stumbles, I think we might be okay. I am not going to predict a 3-0. I'm going to say we do win a match. that's the Mana Leek guarantee this week. We're going to win a match. Let's take an Axebane Beast. We've got good sideboard opportunities, which is great. Exposed to Daylight, Bring to Trial. That's it, but they're solid. They have their reasons to come in. Even Clear the Mind if we end up against a mill deck or if our opponents are very controlling. But yeah, we've got the Anthem Flyers combined. Get them both down. We've got +1/+1 to our team. All right, well, there's the deck, and then there's nothing else to do to this, I don't think. we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. I don't have the highest of hopes, but let's add some basics. One swamp? Yeah, one swamp. Add the basics. Pop everything in. Save the deck. And let's see if it's awful. Let's see if it's awful. Oh boy. Still loving this format. This format is fantastic. It is just night and day how much better this format is from Guilds of Ravnica. I don't know if I'd say it's best of all time. I've seen people saying that. I think people are prone to hyperbole. But it is very good. Would I come back and play it at a flashback draft? Probably. If it was phantom and cheap. But it's certainly not in a Strad or triple Cons of Tarkir in paper. Online is a different story for triple Cons of Tarkir. And it's certainly no unstable, which I might be drafting next month, maybe? Live on stream again, because it's so super good. This person was in our draft pod. Well, this is how we lose. This is how we lose. We're on the draw. They've mulled to 6. This is actually interesting. This is one of those keeps where we're at a 72%, 71%, 71.4% chance, 33 cards, 16 hits. We have a draw. We have 2 draws to hit the land, and we need 1 land, making it a 74% chance that we hit a land. 3 out of 4 games, we're going to hit any land which turns on Orator. That's still not great, though, is it? That's still not great. Needs to be a blue source for us to hit anything else in the hand. We have deploy up as well, or depose. I don't want to use depose, I want to use deploy. It's rough. That's rough. You know what? I'm going to keep 3 out of 4 games we get to play in Orator. And we've got time. Our opponent's mulled. On the play, that's an entirely different decision, and it's almost instantly a mull. But on the draw, the 1-lander with a 2-drop becomes a lot different. And we got there. We super got there. Awesome. Never ever punished, right? Rakdos. Maybe we don't have time. Plague White, sure. Never, ever punished. I'm actually super willing to trade here. They're down some cards due to the mull. They're on Rakdos. If they don't have creatures, they don't win. And they're not willing to block. Perfect. So we'll drop the Orator, pass the turn. Orator can actually just block and kill that. Eyes Everywhere will certainly get us back into this game. I think we're fine. We're going to be gaining life. That 2 is not going to be a big deal. And they miss their land, and we are off to the races, especially with a deploy up. So yeah, we're going to smash on in. And I think we're going to adapt and drop a Pteramander. And we'll pitch the Thrall. Get in for 4, drop the Pteramander, gain a life, and we are doing it. We are super doing it. We're going to gain 7 life next turn off a deploy. Judy, not a threat. Judy ain't a threat at all. Not a threat. She slightly stops us from coming in quite as easily. This is... Yeah, so she also pings. So if we come in, we lose 2 creatures, including our Pteramander. So I think we maybe just don't come in. We're going to gain 7 life back, which is their attack next turn plus the attack they did this turn. So we just totally fog them. And we're going to start having 3 a turn coming in the air. If they attack with team, we're actually going to come in with our team, and it's going to be a very different proposition. They just come in with 1, sure. Sure thing, Reno. As long as this doesn't fly, that's fine. So let's deploy. Gain 7 life, back up to 20. Well, there's the locket. I guess we actually get to play it and a courier. Time for us to come on in for 3. So we get to play the Locket, we get to play the Courier, and the Courier blocks super well. And we're up to 21. We've got them on a 4-turn clock. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Also, blue 6 is what we need right now. Blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So any land. Oh, there it goes. And it's gone. Never mind. Alright, so we just get to block the Acrobat. They don't have mana up. Bloop. And I'll take 3. 3 is fine. Ooh, a Sky Tether. Don't mind if I do. This can get a little bit too big, so we're going to Sky Tether that. And then we're going to give... actually, Courier's... Oh, Courier blocks Judy, I suppose. I mean, there's no point in not giving it Vigilance. We're not using the mana in any other way. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, just coming in the air for this turn. Or do we just slam in? I think we just slam in. So what happens? They eat the Orator and kill a Thopter. And they have a 2-1 left? Yeah, in with team. And we have an Eyes Everywhere. Really, really turning things around. Yeah, you want to block the Orator. There you go. That's a better choice. So they're going to eat a Thopter. That's fine. They're at 6. We've got them on a 3-turn clock in the air. We're at 18 life. And we've got a Scry every turn here. Seems fine. Seems fine. Also, I just realized my desktop audio is on. Hopefully those sounds weren't too loud. Clam or Shaman? That's fine. Oh no, 3. I'll lose my house. Yeah, we go to 15. Not a problem. Thought Collapse? Yeah, that probably just keeps us straight in this game, eh? Yeah, I'll draw that. Counter whatever they play. Us dealing 2 to them a turn. They've got us on a 5-turn clock. We've got them on a 3-turn clock. Seems dece. Seems dece. In and in. I won't even give it Vigilance. Too good for Vigilance. So we'll Thought Collapse basically anything they play here. Certainly that. Certainly that. You better believe we'll counter that. Hey, we got there. Cool. So against Rakdos, no need for that. No need for that. I think we just go right back in. I think we go right back in. Remember, 1-landers are sometimes keepable if you are on the draw. And if drawing a land in the first 2 turns allows you to play a card. Don't just do it willy-nilly. Don't just do it willy-nilly. But sometimes it's keepable, because as I said, 3 out of 4 games, we were just going to get there. This is fine. We've got a Terramander on 1, a Guildgate on 2, this on 3. Yeah, we've got a curve here. Opponent's not mulliganing, which is bad news for us. Uh-oh, 1-drop, very bad news for us. Well, Spear Spewer with our life gain kind of changes it a little bit. We're going to need to find one of those Orators, but the Deploy is going to help out. 2-drop, Rutro. Plague White coming to get us. We don't have blocks. Hey, there's the Orator that we can't cast yet. But it's going to change the game a fair bit next turn. Yeah, so we've got to go with the Guildgate here. And bash on in for 1, because we ain't blocking. And then we're going to get pinged for 1. So it's going to be 17, 18 after this attack here. Hopefully they don't have Judy. Judy would be bad. Please no. Burning Tree Vandal. That's pretty bad. Gives it haste. Looking for that rummage. And now we've got some choices. Actually, I don't think we have choices. I think we just have to Orator. Just have to Orator. And I think we have to hold the Terramander back for blocks on the Burning Tree. Unfortunately. Can we take 4? Next turn we're going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to gain 6. So we're going to be at 17. We actually could. We actually could. I'm going to get in for the 1 point of damage. I mean, it's entirely possible. Or sorry, we'll be at 16 because they'll Spear. If Daggercaster comes in, well, if Daggercaster comes in, it's not the worst. I guess we gain 1 less life than we had planned. They rummage away a land. Sure, I'll take 4, go to 10. Second Spear, Rut Row, Clam or Shaman with a counter. We're in a bit of trouble. We're in a bit of trouble here. So we're going to pass the turn. And we're going to have to throw some creatures away, unfortunately. Yikes! Yikes! So Orator is not going to be able to block, I assume. And we have to double block the Artist. Terramander can't block. Oh, beautiful. 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 This has already targeted. Cool. We'll deploy. Gain a bunch of life. Go back up to 17, 16. And we will eat the Fireblade because we die otherwise. And we'll eat the Vandal. Now, do we maybe just have to block the Clamor Shaman? Maybe we just have to block the Clamor Shaman. Yeah, we can't have them coming through unblockable. Yeah, let's go with that. We're still in trouble, though. This Rakdos deck is going to get us. Oh, yeah, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We're super dead. As I said, and have said, and will continue to say, do not let anyone tell you that this is a glacially slow format. It is not. It can be, but it is not a guarantee. If you build a deck with absolutely no plan of dealing with the opening game, you will get run over. They are out of cards. We have that going for us. We are at 11. They might just sack one of these Spewers to deal 2 more to take me to 8. Spirit's not going to be able to block. They don't block, or they don't sack a Spewer. But we are super dead. Super duper dead. So, I feel like we have to kill the Shaman, otherwise we're never blocking. We're going to 6, we're going to 4, we're going to 2, we're actually dead. We're actually just dead here. We're super dead here. I don't think there's anything that can get us back in. No, we're super dead here. Cool. Alright. Yeah. Don't ever let anyone tell you that the format is super slow. So Arrester's Zeal. I'm still tempted. Oh, we already have one. We already have one. Maybe just a Persistent Petitioners as a cheap blocker. And I mean, Humongulous blocks really well, but it's 5 to get there. So I think we'll actually cut that. Let's go with this. Let's draw better. Let's hope they don't curve out like that. Certainly going to play first. That is very decent. We will very keep. Very good, much wow. Going to 6. That's what I like to see. Keep 6 scries, please, to the bottom. 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 Top. What's it like? What's it like to always be awesome? Dodge me up. Now, let's drop the Orator. And let's not draw any more lands. I'm okay with never drawing another land ever. Yeah, I'm not walking into the Sure Strike, bud. Fireblade. Yuck. Interesting options have occurred. We're going to drop the petitioners. Gain a life. And we're not blocking with the orator. So I'm totally willing to trade here, especially when we have removal in hand. They are not willing to trade. Sure. No sack. So they think that that Dodger is going to actually do something. Please, no. Alright, so no Judith, otherwise they would have played it. Unless they're dumb like we are sometimes. They've got a Sure Strike in hand. We're very confident of that fact. Gross. Just straight gross. A Locket, you say. So we can Locket and Shimmer. Locket and Shimmer. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? Blocker? Second Impassioned Orator? Yeah, second Impassioned Orator. And we'll pass the turn. We are going to have to get that Sure Strike, or that, what is it even called? Scry Strike. I literally don't know. Something strike out of their hand. But we need to draw some gas. How badly do I want that Sure Strike out of their hand? Give me it. Give me it. Storm Strike. Storm Strike. Ah, I was hoping that it meant they couldn't cast anything this turn. Alright, alright. Hey, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Orator. Gain a life. Cool. Cool beans. And we got rid of that Storm Strike, which means we can eat an artist. We can also gain a bunch of life now. So we actually don't block anything here, because we are now nullifying that Spear Spewer. Really? Really? Really now? Oh, you're going to activate it, okay. I think I'm actually done with the Orator. They're down to 2 cards. We've got life gain. I think we're done. We're going to pass the turn here. That's the last land that I will play, because I would like to start looting. Oh, I guess maybe I should have come in with Senate Guildmage. Maybe not. So they're going to activate. That's fine. We're not going to use a Law Mage's Binding on a Tin Street Dodger. Ain't worth it. We're just going to draw some cards here, I believe. Yeah, we're just going to draw some cards. White, white, blue, blue. Slimebind. Nifty. Will we use a Slimebind on a Tin Street Dodger? I don't think so. I don't think so. And we don't really need to gain 2 life, so I'm just going to pitch that island. And draw. Ooh, a Deploy. Well, that's pretty good. That's a very good. So we are not doing anything with that Guildmage this turn, so we're just going to come on in for 2. And we're going to start this clock. Pass that turn. Pass that turn. We might have to Slimebind a Tin Street Dodger. We'll see. We'll see. Taken 1. We could have popped in a Deploy, but I think I just want them to fly over. They're going to do some real work. Spike Wheel area. Acrobat. So we're going to deploy. And then I think we're going to Law Mage's Binding the Acrobat. That's a big enough creature that I don't want it to exist anymore. You don't do anything. Swamp. I don't need you. We are going to bash on in for 2. We're going to start this clock going. And we're probably just going to loot, but we'll see. They are deathly afraid of Spear Spewing. They are not interested in starting a 2-for-2 race here. Daggercaster. Well, we're going to loot. With Bladebrand? Yeah, this is definitely with Bladebrand. We're going to loot. Okay, well that's going to keep us in this game quite a bit. Throw that away. Play your Bladebrand. Wipe my board. Cool. You did the cambo. You did the cambo. We might have to slime bind the dagger caster. Yeah, let's slime bind the dagger caster. Alright, we just have to not flood and we'll be super good. Of course. How many lands have we seen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 7 left. It's like a 66% chance to not draw one. Plague White, sure. Sure. So we're on like a 8-turn clock here. It's not a big deal. I really hate Magic sometimes. Oh boy. So there's 6 left out of 19. That's above a 66% chance to not draw land. Clamor Shaman, give it haste. Yeah, we're boned. Taking 5 a turn. We're down to a 3-turn clock. It's pretty good, or pretty bad. Pretty good for them, pretty bad for us. We are going to get heavily, heavily boned here. Another blocker, and actually decent. Eats the Clamor Shaman. Gonna get spewed on. So all of our life gain's gone. All 4 cards that we had that were relevant. Which is no bueno. No bueno. Clamor Shaman's coming in. They're getting rid of it, eh? I'm assuming Spirit can't block. Sure. So we'll block the Clamor Shaman. Take 3. Go to 5. Virtual 3? Virtual 2? Virtual 2 at the moment. Sky Tether helps as well. We get to Sky Tether that. And we actually just get to come in here with both, because we have Vigilance kind of on both of them. And they're back to a 5-turn clock. And we've got them on a 6-turn clock, which is slower. Notably. They don't know they can block with Slimebind Guy. They don't know they can block with Slimebind Guy. You're saying there's a chance. Wow! Opponent shows me a swamp. Wow! Wow, I don't think we should have won that. Holy moly. Whew! We're at 1-0. We're at 1-0. Yeah, so I've actually got a league that I've got to run to at the local game store. I'm just wondering if I have enough time to do the second match. Let's risk it for the biscuit. I've got to finish this match in about 20 minutes, or else I will be late. So let's hope it goes fast. Let's hope it goes fast. But yeah, that's not bad. We're up to 8-2 on Spiky Saturdays for Ravnica Allegiance. Very, very, very solid record. Très solid day. Let's hope we can find an opponent quickly here. Thankfully, the game store is like 2 minutes away. Okie doke. So we beat Rakdos, which I don't think is our worst matchup. I think our worst matchup is probably Simic, because we only have the 1 Law Mage's Binding. Maybe Gruul, actually. Maybe Gruul. Because we can block Rakdos. We can't block Gruul. Gruul just stomps right on over us. Boy, unfortunately, very slow on finding the second match, eh? Very, very, very slow. There we go. There we go. Alright. I'm locked in now. Let's hope this goes speedy-like. Hey, same avatar, different username. Interesting. Maybe that person wasn't that in our pod that we first saw. Well, this is fine. This is fine. This is an Orator on 2. And then we've got 3 turns to draw any land for Courier on 3. And we've actually got a heck of a curve into 4, should we get there. And, ooh, okay, a Guildgate isn't exactly how we curve. Up against the Orzhov deck, Well, we do block the 1/1 flyers very well. Very, very, very well. Opponent showing me how they curve out. They curving out good. Well, that helps the curve. That helps the curve. So we get our 2/2. We get to drop our courier, which is going to just laugh at a whole bunch of these creatures over here. And then we're probably going to take turn 4 off rather than play the Syndicate Messenger. I'll certainly just take 2 here. Didn't send the Panther in, so they're going to curve out again, I believe. Sure are, with a oof, oof, a doof. This is a curve out. The curviest of curve outs. Yeah, let's drop the courier. Pass that turn. We did hit another untapped land, so we do get to drop the messenger. I expect this courier to bite it, just because they're not going to deal with a courier. Courier's going to shut down their plans like crazy. Yeah, they're just coming in for 1, and that's fine, because we're gaining 1 every creature we play. So, ain't no skin off my back. Their own Syndicate Messenger, well, sorry, opponent, but I similarly have a Syndicate Messenger. Good try, though. Good try. And we're going to follow that up with a Windstorm Drake, making our flyers even better than their flyers. So both us and our opponent curving out like champs. Like champs. Can they drop a 5-drop? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Coming in with the Panther. Another 3-drop, sure. Doing damage to themselves. I like it. Doing our job for us. We're going to drop that Windstorm Drake. And we're going to jam on in with our 3/3 Messenger. Gonna get him. Get him good. Could be an Arrester's Zeal that we're walking into, but it's fine. We still have blocks for their 2/3 flyer. Seems good. Seems good. We've got a Shimmer next turn. Get us back into this game. Us taking 1 a light or 1 a turn is not a big deal. Not a big deal. Opponent continuing to miss their 5th land drop. A second messenger. Well, that maybe stops our 3/3s from coming in quite as well. So we are going to Shimmer here. I'd consider taking an Arrester's Zeal, a second Impassioned Orator, an Eyes Everywhere, a Senate Guildmage. These are all very good options. I think we want the Scry most of all. I think we want the Scry. So we'll take the Eyes Everywhere, drop it. So we get to eat 1 messenger, and then they have... Yeah, no, it's not worth it. Not worth it, not worth it. We'll just pass the turn. So we've got to remember we are not getting a Senate Guildmage or an Impassioned Orator this game. They have left. Taken 1. Not a problem. How do we end this game? How do we end this game? Well, we have a Sky Tether that will take one of those birds down. We scry. We get an Azorius Locket. I mean, the card draw is nice, but I don't care. Give me something else, like a land. We're going to drop a Humongulus, which is going to buy us another turn off of this doing any damage, and pass that turn. We've also kind of stopped them from playing a bomb, because we can just take it and permanently have it. They find their 5th land. It is tapped, though. We scry. We find... What do we... Is there anything we can find? A land is not what we want. A Chillbringer would be nice. Another land. We may as well play these, because we're not getting the Senate Guildmage back, ever. And we will pass the turn. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Nice, fast match here. Just what I needed. Just what I needed. Nice and speedy. Alright. Alright. Taking 1. Playing a Grasping Thrall. Well, that's rude. 10th District Veteran doesn't do it. Land doesn't do it. Pass the turn. We're on a 13 turn clock here. I actually don't know how we win this game. They have established way too much of a board. Holy moly. Those thralls are really good. They maybe should not have been... Hey, that we can not even really use. They maybe shouldn't have been common. It's close, but they maybe shouldn't have been common. I guess we still have a Law Mage's Binding we can hit. We still have a Sky Tether we can hit. We still have a Slime Bind we can hit. Basilica Bellhaunt. Oh no, my land. My real estate. Alright, well that needs to go, so I think the Orator has done its job. Bye, kitty. Bye-bye. Who's milling out first? They are at the moment. Slime Bind, sure. Pass the turn. Boy, I don't know how we win this. Yuck. I needed that. I needed that. Alright, I think a bunch of creatures... Yep! I think a bunch of creatures might be coming in. Well, we're gonna eat ya Jugs. We're gonna eat ya Grasping Thrall. We're gonna eat ya Oligarch. We're gonna block ya Bird. We're gonna Slime Bind your Bellhaunt. And are we still just dead? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're still just dead. Cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. We were going to scry a Law Mage's Binding. Alright, well, that's a problem. That's a great big problem. That's a great big problem. We're going to have to try to see what to do about that problem. But we're not super well matched up against this deck, I don't think. I thought we were well matched up because we could just eat their flyers left and right. But it turns out that when they curve out and play too many of them, we can't block, which of course is always my wall problem, where I have to explain to people walls are great at blocking one creature. Walls are much worse at blocking more than one creature from there. Alright, so we got a Benthic Biomancer, so we're going there. Horshav Guildgate, cool. Okay, we're curving. We're gonna drop the Guild Mage here. And pass the turn. And hope they don't have a 2-drop, I guess? We got to get in damage. We got to get in a whole bunch of damage real quick. Nope, they got the Oligarch. They done did had it. Well, yuck. Let's drop a Pteramander, pass the turn. And we could maybe loot. Oh man, that Vigilance hurts. Yeah, I'll take 2. Taking 2. Jugs? Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'll drop a Guildgate. Barf. Barf, barf, barf. Bash in for 1. No, this deck just crushes us, I think. I think this deck is very, very, very good. The Orzhov deck is definitely built on the back of commons. Some of the commons are extraordinarily good. We'll take 2. And then I guess we'll loot. And then loot again. Loot away an island. Loot. Away a swamp. Play a plains? We're going to need 5 mana at some point in time, right? We will fly in for 1. And pass the turn. I don't think we win this. Don't think we win it. Oh no! I take 2 plus -1 is 1. Ah, you're gonna expose the Slime Bind. Tricky, 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 tricky. Yeah, I'll take 5. Yeah, this is going to be a quick game after all. Didn't look like it was going to be a quick game, but it's going to be a quick game. Discard a land. Humongulous. Well, that starts the blocks. Starts the blocks pretty well, but we're still heavily boned. Heavily boned. Wow! Holy friggin' moly. Holy friggin' moly. 369, can I go to 2? Not really. Let's go to 5. Holy moly, this deck is so good. Why couldn't we have this deck? It's so good. Pass the turn. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Can block the 4. Can block a 3. I can chump a 2. Ha 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 ha. We have convinced them to not attack. And we're gonna gain 2 life. And we're gonna, I don't know, pass the turn probably. Do we want to get Pteramander? Well, then they can just tap the Pteramander. They can also deal 2 damage to us at will. No, we'll pass the turn. I see their plan. We're just dead. So we're going to 5, virtual 4. Or sorry, virtual 3. Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. Teaming me. Well, we're going to block there. And we're going to block there. Or actually, sorry, no. We're going to block there. We're going to block there. I can't really afford to take 3, so we'll have to block there as well. We'll gain 2 life. I guess we'll lose some more. Oofa doofa. This deck is super nutty. Super nutty. No, we're done. That deck was so good. Holy friggin' moly. Well, we're 1-1. We're going to go into the finals, but I've got to run and play a sealed event for 4 rounds, and then I'll be back to record and upload this. So be back in a second for you guys. And we're back for round 3. I've got to remember what this deck actually was. Blue, white, Azorius, Flyers. Not great. I remember that now. Yeah. Back from League. Went 2-2. After getting crushed by that Orzhov deck last round, I opened Ethereal Absolution in my League deck. And went 2-2. Because I lost to Fog. And some other cards. This is not good. This is very not good. We have to mull that. We are on the play. We can't be keeping 1-landers. This is better. Keep that. We'll keep that on top. That's a good 3-drop. And, yeah. I do believe we're off to the races here. Turn 1 Pteramander. Turn 2 nothing. Turn 3 Eyes Everywhere. Seems fine. Seems fine-ish to me. Now our opponent... There we go. I was going to say, they clicked accept. They chose they wanted to keep and then just disappeared on us. But they have arrived. Twilight Panther, sure, I can race that. We'll draw our eyes. I pushed F6. Luckily it didn't skip through my attack step. Magic Online apparently knew what I meant. And now we're good. 2-drop, sure. 2-drop is fine. We'll take 1. Or sorry, not 2-drop, land number 2. I'm assuming a 2-drop here comes down. No 2-drop, that is perfectly fine. Slimebind is nifty, not important though. We're going to drop this and we're going to start drawing what? Like a card and a half a turn? Sort of. Grotesque, well that's gross. But hey, use it on a 1-1. Use it on a 1-1. I don't think we were ever really planning on doing that. Law Mage's Binding, we have to draw it. It doesn't do anything in this board state, but we require it for the future. I assume something bad will happen here at some point. For now, I'm pretty happy taking 1. What do we get? It's a Buntic Biomancer. I will draw that. So we do loot. We throw away most things we would draw, though, I think. Perhaps if it's a good creature, we throw away Slimebind. I will take one. Can't stop me. Catacomb Crocodile. Well, that's a perfect Law Mage's binding target. We're not really attacking through that ever, so you stop being. Period. Orzhov Guildgate. We can draw a better land. Shimmer. I'll shimmer and shine. What's this deck? What's the black for? A Thrall? Just a Thrall? I feel like we've got something more, but let's tap the black. Orzhov Guildgate, Locket, Courier. I guess we take the Courier. It's not exciting. I guess we take the Courier? Sure. We'll bash on in. We'll adapt. And we pitch the island. We'll draw a land at some point, right? Please, right? Please? Debtor's Transport. It's a little yucky. At least we can block the flyers. I'd love an untapped land. Thank you. So we'll chill the Debtor's Transport. You just chill out. Take him to 14. Pass the turn. So we can always Slimebind the Transport. It becomes a 1/3 and totally not a threat. And we really start controlling the skies a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. What you got for me here? It's a little scary. Blocks flyers pretty well. Another Slimebind target. Herm. We could also just steal it. We could also just steal it. I don't want an Arrestor Zeal, thanks for asking. Seraph of the Spires. We could also just steal it. Weird they didn't come in with Twilight Panther. One land and we steal it. And we give them all the scries. That might be our plan. Might be our plan. And I think we Slimebind the Transport. So let's drop a flyer. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Pass. There we go. Yeah, we're not going to do anything. We'll Slimebind the Transport, make it a 1/3. Our 2/2 can just block it. Or our 1/4 for that matter. Gross. Don't like that one bit. Was that the second Grotesque Demise? That was the second. Very, very, very gross. For me? Sure. Alright, we're going to Slimebind the Transport. And block the Transport. And you're not doing anything. You may as well get rid of a 1/2. Boy, allergies today. So I think we'd like to see a land and just steal the Seraph. Passionate Orator doesn't really do it. Draw. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. Let's drop our flyer. So we have to take another 4. It's like I'm inhaling dust or something. In for 4, take him to 13. We have to take 4, go to 7. Hopefully find a freaking land. Eyes, you're supposed to find what I need. And steal their Seraph. And then we put them on a very short clock. Vigilance, that's perfect because we get it back untapped when we steal it now. I will continue to block your 1-3. Land, please. What you got? Ill-Gotten Inheritance. This card is massively overrated. That's not the land I need. I need an untapped one now. Thank you. Give me that angel. No, we don't take Ill-Gotten Inheritance. We take the angel. Angel, gimme. 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 Thank you. You can go away, though. Get in for 3. Take them to 10. They're going to go up to 11. We're going to go down to 6. And then we've got 4, 5, 6, 7 coming in at them. Taking them to 4. And we outrace Ill-Gotten. This card is fine. Don't get me wrong. There are decks where it might even be good in, but it is massively overrated. We talked about this on stream. I might have already said this earlier in this video, but it was so long ago I don't remember. I'll take 1. Because we can't give them flyers, unfortunately. And I guess we actually also can't lose 1 more life. Yeah, we're actually in a bad spot here. This card can super be raised. This is just stupid. Don't play multiples of it. It is not a card you want to play multiples of. Ooh, this is actually going to work. Oh, this is going to work. Oh, we're missing the double white. Alright, it's not going to work insanely well, but it's going to work well enough, I think. We come on in. We go to 3. They're going to crack. So we're going to go to -1, but then we're going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Boy, if we just had a second white source, we'd actually be really good, well off. So we go to 4. We go to 3. Scry. Crack. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, good. I actually really needed them to do that. I realized they could have done this in response if they had just gone to attacks. So they actually had the win there due to a slight misplay from me. But we're still very much alive. And they are very much dead. Seriously. Very overrated. Very, very, very overrated. Drop a Grasping Thrall for good measure. Get him! Get him good! Got him good. Very overrated. Alright. While they are overrated, I think I'd still like to be able to kill one. Humongulus is not really doing anything in this deck, against this matchup anyways. Bring to Trial doesn't really have many targets. Does it exile? It does exile. It does exile, so we could exile the Angel. But this deck is not going to have any other targets other than the 1 card, and I'm not willing to side in for 1 card. So we'll go with this, and we'll head back on in. Head back on in. I bet our opponent was positive they had that game. Oh boy. This is slow, but I'll keep it. I think that's the motto of our deck. That's the motto of my League deck for sure. A 2-drop would be really cool. Really, really, really cool. Order? Nope. Alright, alright, alright. We're off to the 3-4-5 curve. Pontiff. Ew. That's pretty rude. That's just like pretty damn rude. That's ruder. That is indeed ruder. Yikes. Murph. Yeah, we'll drop the spirit. Pass the... Get in for 2. I'm happy to kill either of these. Happy to kill either. Didn't think so. Pestilent Spirit. That's a problem. That's a very real, legitimate problem that we have right now. We'll take 3. Play an Ill-Gotten. I dare ya. Blade Juggler. Yikes. Oh, round 2 is coming back to me all of a sudden. It was many hours ago, but I now feel like it was only yesterday. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with what I just said. Whelp. Whelpy delpy delp. I'm going to come on in for 4. If they sack a Juggler to save their Pontiff, I'm actually pretty fine with that. If they trade Juggler, I'm fine with that. Cool. I'm fine with everything that has occurred here. I will actually flash in my my 2 Thopters to eat that Pestilent Spirit. That is my plan. They may have a Grotesque Demise or something, but they use it on a Thopter. I'm fairly okay with that fact. So we'll block and block. It's not how I want to use the Thopters, but this card's a problem for us. And it's gone. And it's gone. We get a Grasping Thrall next. So do they. This card really should have been uncommon. Spoiler, when we get to the set post-mortem video, there's going to be a lot of good stuff to say about this set, and I'm going to have loved it. But this will be a good example of something that could have been better. Could have been uncommon. Alright, so kind of a bit of a pain going on here in that we're not under pressure, and then we're going to be under pressure when the inheritances do show up. So we're going to have to come on in with our Thrall, and we're going to have to get a bit of a race going here. Take them down to 12. We can always make this a 3/7, which will kill their Debtor's Transport. They then have a whole bunch of flyers to block forever, which just buys them time to the Inheritance. This is where I think Inheritance really shines. Aggro decks, this is actually a really big debate as to where the Ill-Gotten Inheritance belong. Do they belong in control decks? Do they belong in aggro decks? And I think they belong in control decks. But to be honest, I'm just happy to see them get played anywhere because it loses a lot. Alright, so we're going to hope. We're going to hope. Grotesque has got to get us at some point, right? No? Alright. Get your spirits. This is the same problem we had in round 2. We don't have a way to push through. And again, we have a deck basically made out of commons and uncommons here. I guess there was Spirit, which is a rare. And they do have their Mythic Angel. Oh no, they cast Revenge. This card's very bad. Very, 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 very bad. So they went up to 24, we went down to 10, and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So we can actually come in here totally fine. I'm super happy if we trade Thrall for Thrall. Cool. Not even willing to trade. Drop that down. Now, if they do follow that up with an Ill-Gotten Inheritance, we are in a huge amount of trouble. But Revenge doesn't do enough. It doesn't do enough. You have to have very specific life totals for it to really work out. So this is a chunk of damage coming at us. We get to block their Thrall, eat a Spirit, and we take 5, we go to 5. I mean, that's not good. That's certainly not good. certainly not good. But I think if they had ill-gotten inheritance, they would have jammed it down a lot earlier. So we go to 5, but we're fine. We're fine. We just need to not flood out, and we're kind of doing that. So we still just kind of have to attack here. So I'm going to come on in for 4, and then we still have block. We take 3, we go to 2, which is bad news. But 2 is not 0. 2 is not 0. If they drop the ill-gotten inheritance, we just give up. Oh hey, 2 is 0. 2 is 0. What do you know? That was balls. We drew way too many lands there. Way too many lands. That's how I lost a lot today in League as well. Yeah, there's nothing we do. We just draw better. Actually, you know what? This hits Angel and the Debtor's Transport. We don't have to use stuff on killing the transport, so I'm actually going to bring this in. And we'll take out what's not doing good. What's not doing well? Probably just the Vampire. Vampire's pretty mediocre. So let's go with this. And I don't want to go 1 and 2. I want to keep the 2-1 streak going. We're going to play first. And, hey, look at that. We're going to go 1 and 2. Oh, boy. Mull that. Mull that. Cannot keep that on the play. That's a fair bit better. Another Orator on top. I mean, I'd like it to be a land, but as long as we draw gas and lands in the appropriate amount, we're going to gain a lot of life. Maybe. No cat is good to see. So we'll drop the Orator. And I really need there to be like... Boy, I think I'd prefer there to just be land on top. And then start getting creatures. Well, I'm getting there, getting there. Gain a life. Get in for 2. And then never gain any more life because we don't have any more creatures in hand. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What you got for 3? Okay. Okay, well we can slime bind that. And it becomes a lot less interesting. I'll come in for 2 see if they want to trade for it. I don't think they will. They will. They're that afraid of our double life gain? God, I think we just slime bind it. Like, we really kind of desperately want the double life gain. I think that's how we really stay ahead in this game. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we can sky tether it, but oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we can take 1 hit off of it. So we'll actually get some life here, so that we're only taking 2 off of it this turn. They're going to give Vigilance, but that means they're going to be a little bit hard off on casting things. We'll see how this goes. It could be close. It depends on if they hit their land drops and if they hit gas. And hopefully, these 2 bombs that we're aware of are the only 2 bombs in their deck, and they've already seen them. That's that's how we're gonna win this one. So I hope you're all hoping out there. Yeah, vigilance it up. Vigilance it up. Unfortunately, they can always draw Pontiff and just sack it and get their spirits out of it. There's a lot they can do. I'm hoping miss land drop and pass. Fudge. I need this. I need the sky tether. Ugh, drill bit. Just losing to mediocre cards today. That's the name of my game. Fog, drill bit. That's not correct, but okay. I can't cast it. Dead Revel's back your spirit. Sure. They really should have taken the sky tether. Really, really, really should have taken it. Get in for 2. Drop the 10th district. Gain some life. Pass the turn. So they're going to spend their entire turn playing Pestilent Spirit. We're going to get back in for another 2, take them to 12. If we draw any creature that's not a 5-drop, we go up to 23. No, I think they really should have taken that Sky Tether. Okay. They took down my 2/4. So there was there goes a big part of my plan. They give it Death Touch, okay. I see. Yeah, this works for me. Works for me. Get him. Kind of sucks that we used 2 pieces of removal on it, but we've also got them to 8. And they're going to have to take the turn to play Pestilent Spirit, in which case we'll slam in, take them to 4. We're in okay shape. I strongly dislike that we are in top deck mode while our opponent has 6 cards in hand, but I think we're in a shape that is okay-ish. Pestilent Spirit. Consume. Okay, I'll lose my 2/3. You go up to 10. So we'll take him down to 6. Felt like a weird choice, too. Senate Guildmage is nifty. So we'll come on in for 4. We'll gain 2 more. Pass that turn. They cast Pestilent Spirit and they go to 2. Well, they found a land. Found a land. Summary Judgment, one of them. Okay, and they get to play Pestilent Spirit? Sure. Pitiless Pontiff? Sure. I think we'll still just slam into that. Yeah, I'll still just go into that. Sure. And we'll pass the turn. Pretend that we're holding up a counterspell. Get them thinking. Get them thinking. Gotta draw our gas, though. Pestilent Spirit finally comes back down. Sure. Twilight Panther. Sure. They're super close to being dead. Just gotta find like a deploy. Okay. It's got Death Touch. Guildgate. Sure. Pass the turn. Bellhaunt. Discard my land. Well, they're going to claw their way back in. It's Spiky Saturday. We can't always be lucky, right? In fact, to be on brand, we should be incredibly unlucky. That's the Spiky Saturday way. It's just going to be Lance for the rest of the game, isn't it? Sure is. Sure is. Gross. Gross. We're going to go 1 and 2. We're going to break our winning 3-0-2-1 record for Spiky Saturday so far. Orzhov's doing super well. Super well. It's what crushed us 2 rounds in a row here. I think it really does have to do with the fact that it's the commons that really put the deck together. This one has a lot more uncommons than we had seen otherwise, but they really bring everything together. So we're going to shimmer here. Getting... Yuck. I guess we have to take Chilly Willy. We can cast it next turn. Are you ever doing anything? Should you just get rid of a cat? No, you're probably going to have to chump at some point. So we're going to Chilly Willy the Bell Ringer, but we're going to take 6. No, we're dead. We're super dead. Super duper dead. Our deck did not do us any favors here. Any favors at all. We'll get rid of that cat. Down to 7. So we're going to go to 4. But at least it wasn't ill-gotten inheritance that killed us. Yeah. Not much I can do here. Oh, there's the deploy finally. No, this might keep us in. This might keep us in a fair bit. We get to Chilly Willy the 3-4. We're going to take 3 and go to 4. We gained 3. We go back up to 7. Okay. Oh. Yuck. Okay, so I have to discard deploy, which is actually a big crappy thing. Wait, what? Oh, it's a new creature. It's a new creature, so that was removed. Yeah, we're just dead. We're super dead. Boy, losing to the most mediocre cards today. The most mediocre cards. Yeah, 1 and 2. That's unfortunate. Still loving this format. Still super fun, though. Orzhov looking really good at the moment. I recommend giving it a try. I might have to give it a try on my own at some point, because those commons are super, super good. Let me know how Ravnica is going for you. Yell at me in the comments about what I could have done different, etc. in the comments down below. You can always find me over on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me at twitch.tv/TheManaLeek, where I do stream quite a bit more, specifically scheduled on Wednesday afternoons. I do Arena. If you want to go to inkgaming.com and get yourself a playmat, use the promo code ManaLeek10. If you like it, the thumbs up button. Click subscribe if you want to see more. And if you do have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time.